Today we're going to be showing you the first things you should do when you get your brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 or S21 Ultra. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up your phone, customize it just to your likings, and so much more. So let's get started with today's video, the first things you should do when you get your brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 or S21 Ultra. So now that we have our Samsung Galaxy S21 or S21 Ultra out of its box, the first thing you're going to want to do is insert your SIM card if you're going to be using an old SIM card. So to do that, you're going to need one of these SIM card pins, and then the slot to insert your SIM card is actually on the bottom of your Samsung Galaxy, and it's right here to the left of your power source where you insert your power cable. So once you go ahead and insert your power cable, your SIM card, we can go ahead and we can power on our phone. So the power button is right here on the right side of our device. So you can go ahead and press and hold that down, and it will begin to turn on like so. Your phone should come with a good amount of battery in it right out of the box, so you shouldn't need to charge it before going ahead and getting this set up. Once this phone turns on and you put in an old SIM card, you're going to have to reset your phone once again, just so it can recognize the new SIM card that you inserted in. So once your phone turns on, it's going to ask you to reset it. Once it resets, we can go ahead and get started on this welcome page. So the first thing you want to do is select your language. So you'll see it says English here. If you press on that, it's going to give you the long list of different languages. Then once you select the right one, go ahead and press OK. And then we can click this start button here. So here it says a few legal items to review. If you want to read any of these, it's the terms and conditions, the privacy policy, and then this sending of diagnostic data. So if you want to read any of these, just press down on the details button and it will take you to the full text. But if not, you can just go ahead and check them off, or after you read them, go ahead, check them off, and then you'll have to check off this I have read and agree to all of the above, and then we can go ahead and click next. So now we need to set up our Wi-Fi network. So go ahead and just type that in, and I'm going to just put in my password here. And then we'll just press connect. And now we are connected to a Wi-Fi network, so we can go ahead and click this next button. So now our phone is just going to search for any updates. Alright, so on this page, it's asking if you'd like to transfer your apps, photos, contacts, Google account, and more. So if you'd like to do this, if you're transferring from a new phone, you're going to want to click this next button, and then it will allow you to pair your old phone, whether it's an Android or an Apple device, an iPhone or an iPad. You can go ahead and follow the steps to transfer over that information. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to copy the apps and data, just so we can go ahead and move on to the next section. So now we're going to sign into our Google account. This is what's going to allow us to download apps from the Google Play Store and so much more. So make sure you go ahead and sign in to your primary Google account. So you'll see, this allows you to download your apps, musics, games, and other content, and really anything from the Google Play Store. And it's also what allows you to back up your apps to Google and sync Google services like your calendar and your contacts with your device. So you definitely want to set this up. If you don't already have a Google account, you can create one right on this page. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get signed up, and then we'll meet you on the next page. So once you're signed into your Google account, it's going to ask permission to back up your device to your Google Drive account, as well as use your location and allow scanning, and then a few other options here. So if you want to, they all come by default enabled. If you want to disable any of these settings, just press on this blue toggle switch right here, and when it turns to gray, that means that you have disabled that feature. So once you have this set up to your preferences, we can go ahead and click accept. And now it's on this protect your phone page. So this is, what allows us to get into our phone. So we have face recognition, fingerprints, pattern, PIN, and password. If you want to go ahead and get these set up, I'm going to go ahead and do my face recognition now, and then we'll meet you on the next page for our Samsung Galaxy setup. So now that we have that set up, we're going to be taken to this page, which is introducing us to the Google Assistant. So this is the way we can use voice commands to speak to Google. So if you want to turn on your Google Assistant, just click this blue turn on button. But if you'd like to set this up later and have it disabled for now, you can click no thanks, and then you'll be able to reactivate this at a later point. But go ahead and choose whichever one you would like. And now it's just going to show a few things that are trending with Google Assistant, just introducing us to this pretty incredible feature. And now again, we're just going to sign in to our Samsung account. So instead of you can use your Google account to sign in. You can create a brand new Samsung account, or if you already have an existing Samsung account, just go ahead and sign into that, or you can skip it. But again, I do suggest, you just take care of this stuff now and go ahead and get signed in. So I'm going to go sign into my account, and again, we'll meet you on the next page. And there we have it. Once you got signed into your Samsung account, we are officially all set up and can start using our brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 or S21 Ultra. Now that we're inside our brand new phone, I want to show you how we can set up our home screen. So you'll see that there's already some pre-downloaded apps onto our screen. If you want to move these around or make them larger or smaller, all we'll do is hold down on either any of these apps or on this Google search bar. Once you hold it down, you have the ability to just drag it anywhere on the screen and move its location. Samsung took this further by allowing us to crop the size of our application. So if you want to shorten this Google search bar, you can use these sidebars that show up on this blue box around the search bar, and then we can crop it to whatever size we would like. So it's a really great feature. You have a lot of control over the way your home screen looks and acts, and that's great. So that's how you adjust the different applications. And then we also have more applications than is showing on our home screen. So if you want to access the rest of your applications, you'll see these two lines in between these two bars of applications. If we take our finger and pull that upwards, it's going to bring us to our full library of applications. And this is how you can access these. Now you could take any of these and put them onto your home screen if you would like to do so. And the process is the same. You'll just hold down on any app, and then you can move it to the location of your choosing. Now the other thing I want to show you is we have the option of two different feeds on our Samsung Galaxy S21. So to get to those two different options, let's hold down on your display screen, slide over once to the left, and you'll see first you want to make sure that this option is toggled to on. And then we have two options. We have Google Discover and Samsung Free. They both have their advantages. You have the ability to use them both. You can just only have one turned on at a time. So whenever you want to toggle between the two choices, you'll just hold down on that display screen again and then slide over to the left, and this is how you access them. So for Google Discover, if we open that up, inside here we can use the Google feature, we can use the Google Assistant. It will also show us any events on our Google Calendar. So it does great at integrating with all the different Google features. But if you're more of a Samsung person, I would like to show you the Samsung Free feed right here. So when we open that up, this Samsung Free feed is where we can download any games that we can play right from our smartphone, or it has access to all these different news sources, as well as free entertainment and sporting events and so much more. So they really do offer us a lot of free content that we can access from this Samsung Free feed. So again, when you want to switch between these two different options, you just hold down on this display screen, slide over once, and then you can enter either of these different feeds, either the Google Discover or the Samsung Free. As I'm sure you've already noticed, the display on our Samsung Galaxy S21 and S21 Ultra is truly incredible. Now, one of the first things you need to make sure that we do is set up our display settings to make sure that we're getting the maximum potential out of our brand new phone. So let's open up the settings application, and then we'll go to this display tab here, and then I'm going to walk us through all of the different important display settings. So first off, you'll see we have the ability to put our phone into dark mode. Now, if you want to set your phone to have it always be in light mode or always be in dark mode, then just select one of these two buttons like so, and that will become your default setting. However, if you want to make it so it adjusts and automatically transitions between one of these two modes throughout the day, just open up these settings here. And then you can turn on as scheduled, and then you'll see you can either set up a custom time schedule, or you can use this sunset to sunrise feature where your phone is automatically going to transition into dark mode once the sun sets in your time zone. And then the next morning when the sun rises, your phone will automatically transition back into light mode. So go ahead and set that up to whichever mode you prefer, set a schedule if you would like. And the next setting I want to talk about is this adaptive brightness feature. Adaptive brightness is incredible, and what it does is your phone is constantly recognizing the amount of brightness or lighting in your environment, and it's going to adjust the brightness on your phone screen accordingly. So say you're out on a sunny day and you have this adaptive brightness feature turned on. Your phone will realize that you're in a bright lighting situation, and it will dim your phone's brightness, giving you the optimal viewing experience. So I suggest you turn that on. To toggle on or off any of these settings, when it's blue, that means it's enabled, and then to disable it, just press it again, and it will be colorless to show that it is not enabled and not activated. Next, let's look at this motion smoothness. So I just want to mention, so motion smoothness, you have two options. We have adaptive, and then we have standard. The adaptive is going to be the highest quality. It's going to give you the smoothest animations and the best scrolling experience, where it's going to adjust your phone's screen refresh rate all the way up to 120 hertz. Whereas if we put it in the standard mode, it will only go up to 60 hertz. So of course, the adaptive version is the best quality experience for your motion smoothness. However, it is a bit battery exhaustive. So to preserve battery life, I would turn on the standard mode. It's not a huge difference, and it is going to save you a good amount of battery in the long run. Or what I do personally is I'll leave my phone on adaptive mode most of the time, but days where I'm out traveling and I know I may be away from a phone charger and really want to be extra cautious of my phone battery, those days I'll just go and turn on standard for the day, because of course we can always go back in and adjust these settings. Next, we have the Eye Comfort Shield, which is a brand new feature, which is really incredible in my opinion. And what it does, if we open it up, is it keeps your eyes more comfortable by limiting the amount of blue light and using warmer colors. It can help you get better sleep at night because blue light has shown to not be great, before you go to sleep. So if you want to use this Eye Comfort Shield, just turn it on, and then you can set up a custom schedule where you can do sunset to sunrise or a fully customized schedule, and then you can adjust the color temperature. Or you can just turn on the adaptive setting, which is what I suggest, and it's going to automatically adjust your screen's color based on the time of day. So towards nighttime, when you're getting closer to the time you normally go to sleep, it's going to try to limit the amount of blue light that your phone's giving off. So a great feature. I suggest you turn it on, and that's how you do so. Next, we have our screen mode. So the image we're looking at right here, this is vivid. And that is going to give us the sharpest colors in the highest quality image possible. However, some people prefer the natural. So if you turn that on, you'll see this is what the natural setting for your screen mode looks like. So just set this to whichever one you like. When you're on Vivid, you have a couple more customizations. You can adjust your white balance and then go into these advanced settings and adjust the balance for red, green, and blue colors as well. It comes down to preference. I enjoy the vivid colors. I think the quality is really unmatched compared to other smartphones, so I'm going to leave mine on this vivid mode. Next, we have font size and style, and I just want to show you this because if you have trouble reading text messages or articles or anything, you may want to either increase the font size using this sliding bar here, which will make your text larger or smaller. And then you can turn on bold font, which is going to bold all of the text that you're seeing on your phone. And then also we have 3 different pre-installed font styles that you can choose from, or you can go ahead and download other fonts, if you had a different one you want to use. But the great thing is once you click one of these, it's going to show you a preview of what that font looks like, as well as when you adjust font size or add boldness. So go ahead and you can check out these different fonts and then choose whichever one is right for you. Next is screen zoom. This is also a great feature to point out if you have trouble reading your text messages or anything. And all it does is it's going to increase the amount of zoom on your phone screen, which will make the items on your screen look smaller or look larger. So the further you go to the right on this bar, the more zoomed your phone screen will be. So it's going to make the items on your screen look larger. The farther you bring it, or the closer you bring it to this minus sign, the smaller the items on your screen will appear. Again, just like all these settings, once you set any of them, it's going to become your default setting and stay locked on that mode until you go back and change it to whatever you would like. So next is screen resolution. If you have the S21 Ultra, we have this WQHD Plus option, and that is going to give us the sharpest visuals, the highest quality screen resolution. However, it is a bit battery exhaustive. So if you want to be a little more conservative with your battery, you can use the FHD Plus, which has still great visuals, or you can take it down another notch and just use the HD Plus, which is going to be the most battery efficient out of the 3 options. If you don't have the Ultra and just have the S21, you'll have the option between HD Plus and FHD Plus. The same applies, you just don't have access to this WQ HD Plus. But for all of you with the Ultra, I think that the image is so incredible on the QHD Plus that it's worth, the extra battery life. So I normally leave it on this setting and then I'll just go back and adjust it, on days where I need to be a little more conservative on my battery life. Next setting I just want to quickly point out is the screen timeout. So by default, it's going to be set to 30 seconds. And what this setting is, it's the amount of time it will take your phone to fall asleep and go to the lock screen in this timeout mode when you're not actively touching on the screen. So this can get really annoying if you have it set to a short timer and say you're reading an article. So like you're actively using your phone, but you're not touching it and your phone keeps falling asleep. So if you want to extend the amount of time it takes for your screen to go into this timeout mode, you can change that here to whatever time you would like it to be on. Next, we have this easy mode, and if it's your first time using a Samsung phone, you may want to use this, or if it's tough for you to read smaller text, you may want to turn it on. Let me show you what it looks like when I enable it on. So you'll see everything gets larger, the text gets a bit darker, and there's also a longer touch and hold delay, so it will try to prevent accidental actions when you're just still getting used to the different gestures that the Samsung phone uses. It's a good way to get used to your phone if it's your first time using a Samsung Galaxy, or if you have poor vision, you may want to use it. So I just wanted to point this out. If you want to use easy mode, just toggle that button until it's blue. Next, we have the edge panels. So you're going to want to have these on. And what they are is you'll see when you slide next to the power button here, it opens up this panel of applications. So you want to have this set so like your most used applications are showing up here. However, if we click on the actual edge panels title, you'll see we can actually adjust what shows up in our panels. I like to just use apps for easy access to my applications, but you can do live messages, people, smart select, tasks, weather, tools, reminders, and access your keyboard right from that panel. So make sure you go and set that up however you like. If you find you're really not using that side panel at all, then yeah, of course, go ahead and shut that off. But I use it all the time. I think it's a great feature. Again, whenever you want to access your panel, you just slide to the left right next to that power button and it will bring you to that panel. So the next setting I want to quickly discuss is going to be your screensaver. So this, all it is it's just what's going to show on your screen when your phone is actively charging. And you can choose any of these options and then preview what it will look like just by clicking this preview button. But yeah, so that's how if you want to change your screensaver, you can upload a photo, you can access your Google Photos, but this is the page where you can change your screensaver. And then lastly, if you want to show charging information like the battery level and estimated time it will take for your battery to get to fully charged, and you want that to always be displayed, just toggle on this show charging information setting here. If you don't want that, you don't want to see the percentage up here, just toggle it off. This is a setting that's strictly up to your preference. But those are the most important display settings you want to know about, be aware of, and get them set up just to your liking. Now, I want to take the time to quickly invite you to join our email newsletter, AppFind VIP, where we're going to be sending you the best mobile apps and mobile games directly to your email inbox each week. So to sign up, either use the link down in the description or just go to appfindvip.com and we can get you signed up right away. Once you're signed up for AppFind VIP, you're automatically going to be entered into our AppFind giveaways, where we're giving away free iTunes and Google Play gift cards to lucky winners every single month. So once you're on appfindvip.com, just enter your name, enter your email, and then you can choose if you want to get just the best mobile apps, just the best mobile games, or both sent directly to your email inbox. It's completely free to join, and we can't wait to have you inside our email newsletter, AppFind VIP. Now, since the display on our Samsung Galaxy S21 and S21 Ultra is so incredible, you're going to want to have an incredible wallpaper. So to change your wallpaper, open up the Wallpaper tab on your settings application. Then if you click My Wallpapers, you're going to see that Samsung provided us with all of these featured wallpapers to choose from. Once you find one you like, you can click it, and then you have the option to set it as just your home screen, just your lock screen, or both your lock and home screens. Now, you can also access your personal photos using this gallery. And then there's also the option to use a dynamic lock screen or the Samsung Global Goals. So go ahead, explore the different wallpapers. You can also download other wallpapers that Samsung has to offer, clicking this Explore More Wallpapers tabs. Then next, I want to introduce you, if you're not already familiar, with these Galaxy themes. So what this is, it's a marketplace where you can download different themes that is going to be the theme of your Samsung Galaxy S21. So let me show you what I mean by this. Say you're somebody that's into zodiac signs. You'll see this theme here is going to theme your entire phone all around your zodiac sign. So your lock screen, your home screen, and different features on your Samsung Galaxy S21 are now going to have this custom theme applied to them. So there's thousands of options here. So if it's something you're interested in, search this marketplace. It will even recommend some themes just for you. So go ahead and look through these, and if you find one, you can purchase it and then get it all set up on your brand new phone. So the next thing you're going to want to set up is your security method of getting into your phone. So that can be the fingerprint like so, or facial recognition, or for added security, you can do a PIN or a full password. So let me show you where on the settings application we can go and set up those security measures. So if you scroll down to where you see biometrics and security, let's open that up. And you'll see that I already have my face registered and my fingerprint added. Now you can enter multiple faces or multiple fingerprints if you have multiple people, sharing a device, or better yet, if you want to have, say, both your left thumb fingerprint and your right fingerprint, just in case you're using your phone in an opposite hand. You can set up two different fingerprints or multiple fingerprints. Nonetheless, just open up any of these. You'll be asked to enter your PIN, which we set up on that welcome page, and then quickly you'll be able to get your face recognition and your fingerprints set up. Once they're set up, you'll have the option to toggle one or the other on, and that will be the method to access your phone. I also want to just give Samsung credit because in this new S21, Galaxy S21 and S21 Ultra, they have improved their fingerprint scanner a lot. Not only does it read your fingerprint faster than it used to, but it also gives you a wider space on which you can place your finger where it actively reads your fingerprint. So I like the fingerprint one. It's great. The face recognition also does a great job, but if you want to do a more secure method, you can, of course, just set up a passcode instead of using one of those. Now, furthermore, I want to mention that on the face recognition, there's a few other settings that you have access to for added security. So you can require open eyes, so it just makes it even more precise than allowing the face recognition to work when your eyes are closed. That way, somebody can't just put the phone in your face if you're sleeping and get access to your phone. Your eyes will need to be open, meaning you'll need to be awake for that face recognition to work. You can also set it so your phone screen will brighten when you're using that face recognition feature, which is a really helpful feature if you're ever outside at night and it's too dark for your phone screen to read your face. It'll automatically brighten and be able to get a good picture of your face for that face recognition. Lastly, you can also add in an alternative look. So one idea I had is, with the current pandemic going on, a lot of us are wearing face masks, protective face masks a lot when you're out in the town. So if you want to add an alternative look, you can have your phone recognize you in your personal face mask, so it will still work when you're wearing your face mask. You can set this up if you're someone that wears hats a lot or scarves a lot. If you have an alternative look, you're going to want to set up that feature. Now I'm going to show you how we can add custom widgets right onto our new phone's home screen. So if you hold down on your display screen, you'll see this widget tab will appear on the bottom of our screen. Open that up and you're going to see we have a lot of options to choose from. So once you find a widget that you want to add, just select it, and then you'll see that we have 3 different styles to choose from. So for the calendar, you can look at a full month's view of the calendar. You could do a daily briefing, or you can narrow it down to these smaller, more specific widgets. Once you find the one you like, just click add, and there it is. Now it's added right to my display screen. Now, if you want to move this or customize it, hold it down and you can move it anywhere on the screen, or you can also go ahead and delete it or access the settings right from your display screen like so. There's so many widgets to choose from. They're really helpful and it's a great way to customize your phone just exactly to your preferences. So get to know them, and I definitely suggest you add in your favorite widgets. I hope you found today's video valuable. This was the first things you should do when you get your brand new Samsung Galaxy S21 or S21 Ultra. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite part of this video was, and if you did find it valuable, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more great content coming soon. I also want to remind you to sign up for our email newsletter, AppFind VIP, either using the link down in the description or going to appfindvip.com. Once you're entered on our free email newsletter, you're automatically going to be entered into our AppFind giveaways, where we're giving away free iTunes and Google Play gift cards each and every month. We can't wait to have you be a part of AppFind VIP. Thank you for tuning in to this video today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.